welcome back to my garage. Today I attempt to rebuild the AM6. Now when I say attempt, I mean I hope I get it done today, but at least I'm going to start today. So we start with removing the oil. Because it's an engine, of course it's on the engine hoist. It's heavy. Now why is it on the engine hoist? Well, taking out the oil is easier this way than on the table. Is my head cracked? Huh. I reckon that's high enough to get underneath. It's kind of thick with bits in it. Weird. Yeah, I'll go and grab a coffee. Right, here's what I need to rebuild the engine. Basically, well, showing you what it is, but you know, here's the... Where's there a fifth hole? No idea. What was I saying? Yeah. Shit! Shit even more! This is probably like an adapter so you can put your stock exhaust in it. But I reckon I can use this to start welding brand new exhaust too. Still goes through nicely. Yes. Where was I? That's the main thing where we start. However, damn it, maybe I should just have the piston somewhere else so it's somewhere safe. Here. The 70cc kit is why I started doing this, because you know, it needed a new cylinder, and when I start taking it apart I might show you the damage inside it. I mean, I haven't taken it apart, but you know, if there is damage. And I thought, while I'm rebuilding the engine, well, these, and for some strange reason, okay, apparently not. I don't know. Ah, there you go. Oh yes, the other one is... Anyway, these came with a cylinder kit. And then I also ordered these. There's the main gasket, little oil drain plug, and you know, even more. And then also, put that back, actually, I'll shove it in there. This I got with the bike. Previous owner had to change one of them, which is this one that is, it's not lit, it's a bit lit. See, one's missing from the package. So you know, as I have the engine apart now, might as well just change everything I can. But something's missing, isn't it? Oh yeah, the engine is still over there, emptying itself of oil. It was a good idea to put this here. Makes moving it around easier. Top tip, just make sure before you actually lift it that the knot is tight. This is actually a cable, 2 wires in it. Now the dirty work starts. First of all, have to remove this and this because they are sort of in between of removing stuff. You know what, I'll take off my watch and put on some gloves. Yet again I've lost another pair of gloves, so I have to take another new pair. There you go. Doesn't matter, however, because good news is I got a job, therefore I shall be able to afford more parts and more gloves. Right. Starting next week, Monday. That does mean, however, I have less time. Okay. Less time for projects. However, hopefully that'll mean that I'll value my time more, which should give me a bit more motivation. Probably should have ordered new studs as well. But you know what? Doesn't matter if I warp this. Right, moment of I don't know what to expect. Doesn't seem like there's anything wrong with the head. Spark plug is also clean. It's a bit dry. Ooh! Massive scratches on the cylinder wall down low. And also, bloody hell, look at the piston. Damn, that is actually ouch. I know you're blind, man, but you gotta see this. Then no idea how well you can see this on a big screen you're watching, but you know, you can see there's something on my camera screen clearly. But I reckon the marks on the piston are worse. Yeah, it's well, it's broken. Now those marks are pretty much a good indication of if you don't know what you're doing when you're overboring a piston, just don't. Just pay someone else to do it. Now this I also won't be needing on this engine, however I shall put it on the Peugeot. Just remove it for now. Here. Cool. The oil pump is actually made in Japan. Quality item. Now I'll need to make a cover plate for that. Didn't need it anyway. Funny how the rings aren't damaged. Well, that's what they look like. They don't look damaged from scrapers. How do I get this thing out of here? Does it only come one way and I've taken the wrong pin out? No, it should just pop out. It's quite stiff also. Feels a bit of wear. Don't think a new roller. The bearing for this. Kind of feel a bit of play. Then on the other hand, a bit of play is alright, because when it heats up, have to have a look at that. Oh, there's loads of oil in here. I reckon my problem was the crankcase is full of oil. The reason why this didn't start is the crankcase is full of oil, so fuel doesn't flow in. Okay, now I start to understand where people are going when they say that the oil mixer pump is a terrible idea. That's one well lubricated crankcase. Fucking hell. Now you did see me already emptying the gear box. Yeah. A little coolant out of the I figured out. Yeah. I don't really know what to say here. I am, how would you say it? Speechless, astonished, confused, mixed feelings about this now. Crankcase was full of oil, for fuck's sake. But at least the crankshaft is well lubricated. Starting to get over, you know, what happened there just now. Clearly the oil injection system was running too rich. And yes, originally the plan was to remove it from this engine. All in all, still is a bit in there. Oh yeah, that bloody thing. Why are these two different? So these two bolts have a hole, I mean sort of a pin sticking out, so you need one with a hole in it. And I thought already I don't have the tools, I can't continue. However, this very expensive kit cost 40 euros and we needed it for removing the oil sump from a Volkswagen Polo. this one right here. They didn't have one like that. And this is all that kind of special tools like, oh boy, oh dear. Anyway, all kind of special tools, including a Torx with a hole in it. Can't see it. Anyway, I was already thinking that I need to go to the shop or something to ask for a tool they probably don't even have. However, I have it. Yeah. I guess Volkswagens are terrible, but they do make you buy tools. They don't think you need them. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, point is, if it weren't for a Volkswagen, I wouldn't have that tool in that expensive kit. Let's see how oily or rather use the term, how well lubricated the reed valves are. Well, this certainly is. I'm going to see how it, see how well it, reflects the light. There you go. They don't look bad. What? Are they carbon? I don't know. Anyway, I reckon I'm not going to change those. Yeah, looking back on that oil, how would I call it, accident or miss thingy, I don't know. That thing that happened with the oil mixer. I reckon I don't want to put that oil pump on. I'm not even pointing at it, it's over there. Don't think I want to put that oil pump on the XPS, because if the oil pump is sort of loose or something, that it just pushes a ton of oil through. I don't want that to happen to my little sister when she's driving somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Then I need to be the recovery truck. And then we just sit there wondering, why doesn't it work if there's spark and fuel? And come on. Or rather come off. What's wrong with you? Why is it not coming off? Seems like it's rusted on. Don't think this is good for anything really. Sort of on the edge now. Still, don't quite understand why is it on so bloody tight. Because usually they just slide off. that. Right, so which side is the side you're supposed to, you know, take off? This is the clutch side. Then on the other hand here is just if we just remove the shifter pedal just easily, simply. I reckon I'm going to make another cup of coffee and then have a look on which side is recommended to be removed first. Well, I mean, they do remove each other from, I don't know what I'm talking about. Basically what I'm trying to say is which part will the gears and shafts, everything, will they stay on. Right, I went onto the internet and I found a video of a guy disassembling an AM6. He started with obviously stuff I've already done, but you know, removing the clutch side basket case thingy, I don't know, this. Actually I'll start with removing water pump. God, it's tight. It's possible there's still water in here, or rather coolant, as I used, because I also drove it in the winter. And I keep it stored in a shed where in the winter it gets cold, so seems alright. A bit of a marking on the what's this called? This isn't the water pump because the propeller thingy, but you know, the water pump case thingy. I reckon it'll be okay. You know what I just realised? I'm wasting my time. This has hex bits and it has an adapter for a drill, or rather the screwdriver thingy. Oh dear, it's falling. Once again I did it. Turned a part over that had bolts in it, and the bolts are now everywhere. Luckily only one flew out. Anyway, it's the oil pump mechanism. It's the water pump gently pour out the oil. It's sort of grey. Oh no! Another thing fell. That was the other part of the yep, that's another part of that. Sort of like so. There you go. Those are some heavy ass springs right there. That was close. Nearly fell into the oil bucket. Well, it fell into the thing where the oil goes, but you know, it didn't fall inside. Wait, what? So that just sort of... So it appears I don't need to touch that bolt. Good for me. It's that bolt I need to open. I reckon that's just an adjuster bolt. There's this plate that holds the bolt in place. Just gently that bit out of the way. Really need a bolt gun thingy tool, proper tool. You know what? I'll go and charge up the compressor. I was thinking that while I'm here, it would be stupid not to change the clutch parts. Okay, like so. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Be stupid and leave the old clutch as it is. Or civil. Does that just sort of... That's the bit that pushes clutch. The washer won't come off. Is it supposed to sort of screw off somehow? I don't know. Maybe. Ah, it's just so. Right. And then that comes off gently. And there you go. There's a thing that mustn't be lost. And then what? These two also. There you go. It's a bolt. Does that just pull off? Please. That one under. Let's put that one under. There's a. And is that what even is? This is some kind of a balancing shaft? No idea. Right, you might be figuring out that I've never taken one of these apart, because I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing. Anyway, I have taken a gearbox apart of a Volkswagen Golf. That's a tiny key. So, yeah, do have some experience of rebuilding gearboxes. And the old gasket just peels off nicely in one piece, right? Yeah. Crusty. The bolts that hold the two halves together are on that side, so I'll have to turn the engine over. Probably have to also get some more rags because there's oil. What if I... You see if my camera isn't charging even though it is on the charger. So if I just leave it sort of to let out some oil right on the edge here. I'm not gonna... something fell in there. What was that? I'll remove the backing plate of the stator. Is it a 3? No, it's even smaller. 2.5. Yes. Probably can't see what I'm doing. Why is it not? They're on pretty tight. Yeah, because the seal is behind this, so I can't just leave it on even though I could get to the bolts behind it. Did it slip? Yes, it did. It became round. Right. Well, there's a problem then, I suppose. Oh, did it? No. 3 out of 3 rounded. You pretend it doesn't bother you, but you just want to explore the world. Haven't you thought already enough? I actually last night got some of yesterday's videos edited and removing the second clip from the sprocket shaft I edited entirely out. That took me about 10 minutes to remove this from here. And also that thing I dropped, I'll just put that there. The thing I dropped into the oil drain bucket, that was from this shaft, the clutch opening shaft, something, I don't know. Yeah, it was a little ball bearing. It goes between the long shaft and the little shaft that pushes that, because you know they rotate, so you know if it would be one long shaft it would wear out. So there's a little ball in between. Clever. No. No. I don't really want to weld to it. Don't really know what to do now. unless I get the Dremel out, sort of sneak behind, it's actually the wrong size, sneak behind with a round end to open those. No, might not actually even need to cut that much off except from top one at least. That one definitely. And that one might just go. Still try one more thing though. Now I know what you might be thinking. Brake cleaner, oily residue, and then I bring a fire torch to it. Gas torch. Fire. This could end well or not. Yeah, I'll have to wipe that. Nope, it's stuck. Hope I'll get to the crankcase seal from the inside. Should really have this like in a massive vise, this engine, so I can turn the bolts easier. Yep, loosened up. That one goes. Yep. So those two need to be accessed with extra tools. Yep. Loose. Oops. There you go. How many bolts are there? Such a thick layer of... You know, I should have actually washed the entire engine with some degreaser and a pressure washer. Does this just pull out? Huh. Maybe I'll just put that over there. And now just finish these off by hand because, yeah, I can't get the power tool in there. Is that everything there? Will it even come out if the backing plate sort of... This will get tricky. Now where would be a safe place to tap with a hammer? Not there because it'll dent that, not there because it'll dent that. Rather not. Axle, you know. There's actually a... there. Sounds hollow. There's like a little slightly wider gap opening thingy. Wonder if it's you can actually see it on the gasket. How's it? That's where the engine hangs. So approximately somewhere here, I suppose. Yeah. Is this the correct gasket? Am I just looking at something wrong? So yeah, I assume that's where you're supposed to stick something so you know, open it. It's opening. Oil is coming out. Oh dear, I've made a mess. Ow. There you go. It's all around, has a big gap in it now. Brilliant. However, I think it won't just come apart as I hope, because I don't think these bolts are all the way out. That's loose. It appears. It's quite a tricky one. Let's get the magnet. Yep, moves forwards and backwards. Still holding. Right, moment of truth. Well, when I say that I mean, you know what, I'll actually clean a bit. Space. Reorganise things first. Right, moved the tools aside so that I can lift this half onto there, just like so, technically, hopefully. Still need to... Right, biggest question is where do I hold it? And, you know, is it just gonna... Sort of moving around now, so I reckon it's off. But it's not though. It's gonna want to put up a fight, right? Some of you are probably watching this and thinking, no, that's the wrong way to do it, but you know. I'm a mechanic, shut up. Something here. I think to give that a gentle tap. Gentle, I said. Okay, that was just the rubber off that. Okay, moving on. There you go. I think it's off now. So I mean I heard a clip fall. And there you have it. Yes, this is just a balancing shaft as I thought. Right. Yes. You probably want to see what's on the inside of this. Well, there's your intake, crankshaft. Right, plan now is to basically remove crankshaft and give this side a good clean. Change all the seals I can, the little axle seals, and then yeah, that'll be it for that one. And then here, have to have a look at the gearbox, whether all the gears are good and that kind of stuff. You can't just push it really. Should just come right out after a few taps. Right? There you go. In the edit I decided that there's enough footage for 2 episodes of the engine rebuild. So, thanks for watching and stay tuned for, I could say, episode 2 of the engine rebuild or episode 3 of the bike rebuild anyhow. However, I decided that that will be next week, not in 2 weeks. Because why not? Thanks for watching. Bye.